join. So I just saw W dot dot dot. Okay, anyways, Cup Series. Whoop whoop. So, hello everybody. Welcome to the Menards Cup Series for race number 8 of the season at Nashville. So, gonna be a very important race because we have, well, first off this top 3, but Soto wants his points lead back after his devastating crash last week. Took him out and took his points lead away. He went from like first to like 5th or 6th in points. That was really rough. So let's go through your qualifying grid. 39 cars. Should be a good race. We have Byron Wise on pole. Larry Cooper Jr. in second. What an interesting top 2. And if it couldn't get any more interesting, let's take a look. Wallace Fields P3. Then we have Jalen Long. Could he try to steal a win here? James Freeman, Corey Soto, Christopher Conway, Austin Liang, Aaron Bush, Augustine Pryor, won a couple weeks ago. Penny Kim, Michael Harms, Bruce Nuckwit, Bush, Carl Scott, Edwards Carl, Sheldon Hampton, Gary Collins, Brady Coop, James Conway, Julian Daniels, Clyde Wheeler Jr., Corey McKinney, Denny Ham, Troy Acosta, Roosevelt Ortiz, Brody Earnhardt, Ethan Galaxy, Patricia Reed, Jeff Reed, Justin Bell, Jesus, Brian Newman, Chris Wolf, Dan Curry, Pete Bryan, Carlos Martinez, Todd Young, Hunter Kong, and in last place, Jamal Balderas.
For like a career best week.
Yeah. Now, who is your pick to win here? Troy?
I believe, let's see.
Well, do you have a race day pick? I feel like we both probably picked Fields, I won't lie to you.
Give me, you know what? Give me Jalen Long. I don't know why. I mean, I actually no. Give me Byron Wise going back to back.
You know, that's fair, because another Valvoline driver, the guy right behind him, did it. But I don't think someone on his right side is going to let that happen. I think LCJ gets his first non-super speedway or road course win.
I picked LCJ for this race. You picked Wallace Fields.
Well, fair enough. So LCJ will be on the outside. Wise will lead us to green. This is going to be an interesting initial start. 105 laps. Coming to the green. For Nashville. Green flag up through the gears they go. Oh, we're trolling. Oh, we're trolling, right? We're trolling. Just give me like 3 seconds, because it does this sometimes. On. We're trolling. We're gonna go back. Just gonna check. Everything's working. Someone's unknown. People didn't load. No bueno. See? No bueno. This happens a lot, because NR is dumb and old. And fat. You know what? That should be better. Doesn't change anything. Qualifying stays the same.
I'd like to mention, by the way, pre-race, LCJ asked Byron Wise to give him room on the first corner. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
Looks like he's going to be forced to give him room. Take a look at this. Gonna clear him before turn 1. I think these restarts going to be a little bit more chaotic.
Jesus. What's going on with the 99?
No clue. But I think these restarts going to get a little bit more chaotic than the Dex Imaging ones. Cup car is just a little bit quicker, a little bit more twitchy.
Oh my lord.
Obviously, it's broken.
Yeah. Oh, Darius is not the leader.
Far from it. Wise leads. Cooper Jr. second. Fields third. Not a huge surprise about the top three, saying mostly the same. Harm's way out of the racing line. Wiggled all the way up the racetrack.
Good Pryor and P9. Showing she has actual speed and not just good luck.
I mean, she got some good luck, but she turned that into some speed, and
Yeah.
she's stayed fast.
I think she has good momentum
Yeah.
right now. I really think last year was just an off year for her, and I think her knowing that this year she's kind of on the hot seat, people would say, coming into the year, and I think with that win, and if she keeps on the good performances, she could save her ride at Haviland.
There we go. Now live scoring's up. This is going to be quite a long race. Now, one very big positive, obviously, besides just the nice live scoring and how the ticker looks and everything like that, we'll know when cautions come out very quickly, because it actually tracks that very well. So that's really nice. You can also tell who the rookies are with the giant R next to them. So that's nice. But Byron Wise controls early on. Take a look at this. LCJ and him very, very equal in pace. Cooper Jr. does run a little bit of a different line there, trying to build momentum for the straightaway. And overall has been quicker. We're just going to take a look at quickest times. Yes, it is the 8. We're just a little bit over Wise.
This scoreboard bug is so fired.
I know, right?
You can actually see people making passes on the thing without.
Yeah, I know. 3 wide here. Orch is kind of pulling around the outside. Chris Wolf on a little bit of a down week. Same with Coop, I'd say.
Yeah.
McKinney brings the Sour Patch Kids car back.
Look at Galaxy in 20th.
Some momentum after his Dex win. Currently losing a little bit of time and positions right now. Stuck on that bottom. Car seems a little unsettled there.
Cooper within 1/10 of Wise now. Or not within 1/10, but it seems to be closing in multiple bits.
Nuckwit.
No, that's a teammate.
3 teammates in a row. Locust Racing. Seems like they've brought all 3 of their cars to be mediocre as hell.
I would also say a little bit of an off week for Nuckwit, maybe.
Yeah, but still, solid run. Currently P17 and still a lot of time to go. And what I've seen this season out of him is he's kind of a grinding driver. You don't talk about him a whole lot. But when you get to the end of the race, he's found himself somewhere near the top 10, if not inside of it. 3 wide here. Collins rolls the high side. So it's Carl kind of playing passive defense by dumping dirty air on all 3 of them. When he chops across the nose, and Penny Kim lost her nose there.
By the way, this is what we mean when we say there's always at least one energy car who's off the pace.
Yeah.
And this week it's Wolf.
I mean, Collins doing pretty solid. I mean, Wolf isn't doing bad, per se. And there's a long way to go. I think he's still in a turnaround level position. Top 3.
Is the fuel run the same in these cars?
Yeah.
About the same? This could play out really interesting if we go green the whole way, which I think is a very good possibility with this track.
Yeah. Pryor holding off the 2. Almost had a shot to win last year, looking for some redemption. But just no dice to this point. Very difficult to pass on the new tires because of how well they roll that second line. But as we go deeper into this race for 1, it'll get a little bit easier to pass. But also once we get into lap traffic. Also, Kong making his first start of the season. Remember, tried to qualify for the Daytona 500. Missed that, but he will. Oh.
Galaxy seems to be kind of falling. He's back in P25 now after being in P20 a few laps ago.
Yeah, one of the best things about this is you don't need to ask me about where people are. You can just look. And one thing I will say, I know he hasn't been the best, but Baldera's not having a good day. By any means.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit surprising with how Dodge has been today. Oh, wiggled. Two-car almost got into the door of the 54.
Why the fuck?
Why starting to put a gap? I mean, there's a little bit where it was about a 1/10 gap. Then it went up to 2, and now it's up to 4, so... Pulling away little by little. But a better entry there for Cooper Jr., and I don't think he's going to give up much time on the exit. So way better 1 and 2 there for the 8. Looks like maybe a way better lap for the 8. Didn't have as good of a 3 and 4, which did allow the 42 to get back away. I mean, 2 Dodge is not looking good this week. Usually it's just 1. And then, of course, Jalen Long outperforming as always. Outside of last week, he was not all that impressive last week. Battle here. 37 under attack. And then 93, that's inside the top 20.
Yeah, I think Long is definitely the best prospect we've seen since Wallace Fields.
Yeah, I don't think that's crazy to say by any means. Came up the track. Let Knuckwit go. Moves to the bottom. I mean, we're a little over halfway through this run. Well, nothing much has changed besides the 59 just kind of climbing through the field. And this is what I was mentioning. He just slowly drives through the field. Not going to be 3 wide, not going to be a good spot for him. He actually just gets out of that spot, but here comes his teammate, 84, Denny Ham. My breakout of the year candidate. Tons of speed, rolls to the outside. Might get his teammate and the 34 here, and could even maybe set up a pass on the 69. Oh, Long and Freeman in a battle up here. Jalen Long trying to hold off that spot, but James Freeman in the dominant outside lane right now. Run to the outside. Pinches him just a little bit.
And he's going to try and make a move on Ling Ling. Now looks low. Decides to just stay right on his bumper.
Just going to drop a little bit further back. The 84 did get around the 69, so he's moving. And up to the 14th spot. Moving very solidly. Got about 10-ish laps until pit stops. And they're kind of keeping it within that half a second range. I mean, even though there is this breakaway from 3 to 4, it really hasn't been growing all that much. And Aaron Bush clinging on just outside the top 10. Apparently the best CMSR car. 69 actually having a pretty good day. He's been usually the slowest of the 4. This week it's Carl
Costa's been falling a lot. He was up at, I think, like battling for 20th a few laps ago. He's all the way 27th, I think.
Battling with Coop here. And he's on the losing side of this battle for sure. Arms and Pryor going at it. And that could open up the door. 99. Could put the points leader, by the way. 2 car. Back to back to 10th. Yeah, it just doesn't work out for the 2. That's one of the most dangerous things about making a move, is if someone's right behind you, it puts you in a dangerous spot. They could jump to your outside. Fields on the door of the 8. 8 car actually going to be able to pull away and clear. 20 back to him. Being nice and clean, but that did cost them both quite a bit of time. 2 car back to the 99. Not wanting to give up that spot. I think they're both quicker than the 54. Both know that they can probably get around this 54. But here it is. 99 does clear the 2. 2 cars sent back to the 10 cars bumper. And back to that.
Long background.
Oh, you did get background Freeman. I think kind of the same thing that just happened for the 9th spot happened, where there's attempted pass on Liang and then probably opened up the door. I think that's actually how both passes happened. Look at this. Cooper Jr. closed the gap. Under 3/10. Back to about 3/10. And Fields could be on the attack, but didn't really affect the 8. The 8 actually expected that move. The 28 slid up the track hard. But the 8 car...
8's gonna have momentum.
Don't think it's going to be enough for a move. But I mean, just
He's
keeping
back.
that gap close when we get to pit stops here are going to be big. And lap
And
traffic
honestly,
right here.
despite the talks they probably had in the team meetings, I don't think the 8 car is gonna give the 42 much room after last week.
I think it's going to be one of those things where you kind of just hope for the best. I don't think he's going to give a lot of lenience. I think if the 8 car makes a mistake, the 42 is going to feel the cost of that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think he's going to headhunt, especially because it's his teammate, but I don't think he's going to be very courteous of it either. LCJ squeaks through the middle again. Now, he does seem very comfortable in that second line, which means he's going to be a real pain to pass if it gets to that point. And here we go.
Pit stop.
Top 3. We saw this in Dex. And Soto going to go through to the lead. Hang through the second. Yeah.
I thought it was like broken for a second.
Nah. It's just with all the the cars going by. I mean, there's not that many cars that stayed out. Maybe 15 or so. It looks like they're right on that 30 mark. Maybe just a bit shy of it. Looking very equal. Looked like the 8 was actually a little bit behind on that. Yep. 8 car a little bit behind. Going to allow the 28 back to the bumper. And lost some time to the 42. Now it's kind of up to the 9. I'm going to take a look at the 9. Collins still out. Reed, I believe, still out. Collins likely coming in now. And there's the pass. Wise goes by. So now they're going to hawk down the leaders. Reed and Collins going to be under fire very shortly. Look at the 28. He gave up a ton of time there. To the 8. So that relieves the 8 car's pressure. Now I can kind of just go to work on the 42, and the 42 takes the lead back on lap 32. Everything just...
Long lost a few spots on pit road there, down to P10. Maybe not the greatest pit stop from his team.
Back to P11.
Freeman gained some spots.
Oh, never mind. He's P10 because he gained a spot because of the pit road thing. Last couple of cars coming to the pit lane. Currently, I mustn't. And look at this, 8-car, huge run. Almost got into the wall, but carried a ton of momentum. Gonna set it for the lead. Back to his teammate. Couldn't quite make it stick. Had a ton of momentum coming into the turn. Just didn't quite stick on the entry.
Did Bell have a mechanical issue?
I think it was just late on pit road. I can check if you'd like.
No, like he's out.
Oh, then yes, engine damage.
Another. Damn, didn't the same thing happen last week?
Something like that.
Something happened last week when he was actually having a good run. 2 back-to-back weeks for mechanical issues for Justin Bell.
And both of them take him out. Sucks a little extra when you're having good runs. Now look at this, James Freeman to 4th. We saw this the past few weeks, where he's kind of just come out of nowhere and slowly climbed through the field. Another thing I would like to mention, 99, he's up a couple of spots through that cycle. The bumper of Liang.
Yeah, the 7 or
oh,
the
look at this move.
2.
3 wide.
Whoa.
Nice, continue.
Yeah, Pryor got jumped by both the 2 and the 19. By the way, it looks like Long and Ham are having a battle for P10. I keep seeing them switch.
It looks like a couple of them. This group of 3. Ham could make it 3 wide, and that would be a big help for the 70, actually. Seeing that middle be very strong. But the 54 keeps it to the outside. It just hurt Ham there. And can we just talk about that stop from Ham? Got himself into 11th. He's been on the rise this entire race. Haven't seen him go backwards very much. He could get into the top 10 depending on what happens in front of him. He can push Pryor out front. Get to the outside of the 70. Oh, almost hit the 70 on the way down. And he may get into the top 10. Denny Ham to 10th place. Driving through the field and takes a big swing at it. This is aggressive. Saw Cooper Jr. do this on... Oh! Wise. Problems for Martinez. Looks like he's going to get to the pit lane. Let's see if that ends it. And look at this for the lead. Cooper Jr. has Curry as a pick. And if he can just slide it in, he could get by here. Just depends on Dan Curry. Curry actually has quite a bit of speed here on that outside lane. Does the 74 shut the door? He does!
Oh,
really late. It's given Corey Heim, Nashville Superspeedway. Oh my god. And the 42 defends the position, but now he's on the inside. Can the 8-car get back to him and maybe challenge the outside? Because Curry, we saw this in Dex as well with Aaron Bennett. Did a really good job at defending on the outside on those new tires. And it didn't change the battle for the lead, but it did tighten it a little bit. Didn't end up mattering much, but lap cars play a role, especially in the early run here. Take a look at the 8, trying to jump back to the outside. Fields and Freeman have caught back up. Wise to the bottom. Conway's broken away. Nuncar's broken away as well. God, I saw the fucking Menards thing show up and I thought it was a caution. done that a couple of times. And look at this. Fields could go to second with Curry in the way. Might not here. Uh-oh, 3 wide. This is tight. Oh my god. Basically. Oh, the 42 missed the exit. He slipped up. Here comes the 8 back to the bottom. And they're 3 wide behind him. And as that second line wears out, little by little, the 8 car pokes out into the lead, leads the lap, I believe. They do give it to him at the start-finish line. Oh, but it doesn't matter. 42 gonna get back clear, and the 28's gonna come with him. We're gonna take a look at what happened with the 7. Just a tire down for Martinez. That's why he's 2 down instead of 1. And the 28 clears to second. Here's Brody Earnhardt. Gonna be in the way. Another moving chicane for the race leaders to get through. Soto's still working on Curry. Wise down to the bottom. Can he pull the slide job off? Watch out for the 28. Thought he was going to send it in deep. Trying to make something big happen. 3 car does a really good job on that second line. Holding off. Here comes Freeman. Freeman could break the top 3. Valvoline's held on to the top 3 this entire race. Outside of the pit cycle. And Freeman to the bottom of the 28 now. 28 with a run. Gonna maybe go 3 wide. Thought about it. Maybe not. Gonna push the 3. Fields looking to go back to back here at Nashville. And will get the lead for a moment. And he clears. Freeman back to the outside. Can't quite get there. Earnhardt slow in the way. But the 28 looks like he might clear. It'll take a little bit of a slide job maybe. No, he's able to shut the door quickly. Taking a send from the 8. Here comes the 9 to the outside. Wants 4th away.
The heck? I looked away for 2 minutes. How is Freeman in second and how's...
Lap traffic. Wise back to 5th. Cooper Jr. almost got tagged by Soto.
Jesus fucking Christ. I thought
Really
he was about to
close
die.
there. Freeman does get away from these guys. Soto gonna sneak to the outside of Cooper Jr. Fields to the bottom of Soto. Soto just goes really wide here. Gonna look for a little bit of a cut down angle. Not quite gonna have it. But gonna carry enough momentum. Goes for 3. Gonna fit that gap. Huge move here from the 9. Sends it in. Makes the move. P3. Give it to Soto.
Wow.
That's a huge move. Oh, and the 33 Ethan Galaxy stopped on the bottom. We'll see if this brings out a caution.
I'm like,
Looks like he's far enough off. They stay green. Even with that. And that's huge.
Also, Barry's right about the Menards jump scare. Whenever the Menards pops up, it makes me think there's a caution.
I agree, you can't park there, sir. Yeah, I made a joke about that because I reacted to it because I thought it was a caution earlier.
Joe, Ethan sucks.
Wins the 2, does pretty good to this point in Cup, and then fucking dies. Denny Ham up to P9, by the way. He's been slowly driving through the field. Here comes the 8 car trying to get back to 3rd. Top 2 slowly tightening as we work ourselves towards pit cycle. Here's Christopher Conway looking for a top 5. I mean, Wise has been slowing down really hard here. The one thing I will say is I don't know how quick the energy cars are, but they seem really quick at passing here. Look at this. 3-wide move. Kind of what Soto did. Not nearly as aggressive. Now he wants a shot at passing Earnhardt to try to break away. But this could give it to Liang. Liang got up the track too far. Opens up the bottom for the 2. Can the 99 send it into turn 1? Clear. Nope. Can't quite clear yet. But it looks like he'll clear to the exit. $52 laps to go. Threat for the race lead potentially. Conway sets sail on catching those leaders. Fields gets around Newman. Freeman follows. And will at least clear in 3 and 4, I would assume. He will. Next group of lap traffic. Martinez on the newest tires on the track. In case you're curious as to why he's not super slow. Comparison. As we're coming to the second round of pit stops in the next 5-ish laps.
And those lap cars really put a lot of... Oh, Soto and Cooper Jr.
Back at it for 3rd.
Yeah, those lap cars really kind of puts more cars in contention. We saw Freeman had a great pit stop that first time around. We'll see if he can have an equally good one second time around and maybe take the lead on pit road.
Do you like the sponsor, the current sponsor? Mainly for you, Muffin.
Ham up to P8. I think P8 might be one of his best career finishes. I don't know his best career finish actually.
I think it was like a podium at like...
Oh no, yeah, it's a podium at Auto Club. Something like that.
Auto Club or Michigan. And look at that. 9 car gets put in the dust. 8 car set sail again. I mean, pit stops in the next 3-4 laps, if I had to guess. Remember, 105 laps. We're aiming around 45 to go. And then next week, Kansas. That's going to be a chaotic race, if I had to guess. It always is. And I would say it never really disappoints. We've had some really good races there, especially in recent memory. And here we go, to pit road. They're going to short pit it. And look, 8 car stays out. So does Conway. So does Soto. It's actually Conway fighting Soto. Now for currently 2nd on the racetrack. Will not stay as 2nd on the racetrack, but... gets the outside. Long was the first one to pit road. Now you can pit a little early on this cycle because of the 45 laps left. You can kind of split that last bit in half. Pryor and Soto stay out. It's given Chicagoland. And look at this! 68 jumps to the lead, or at least provisional lead.
Great pit stop.
And another banger pit stop from the 68, executing perfectly today.
And we see RBMS sweep the race weekend here at Nashville.
Only 2 races to sweep, but still would be big for them. There goes Chris Wolf to pit road.
Collins still out, just like last time.
Freeman inside the top 10. Yep, there's everyone down pit road besides Collins, essentially. Patricia Rito, so stays out long. Looks like Evan Bush could be staying out long. No, Jeff Reed was. Freeman gets around Wolf already. Gets Pryor, Bush, Soto, and that should be the lead. Because Fields through to second. Ooh, the 4 car coming out right in front of 68 got a little tight there. And Freeman gonna drive past everyone. So James Freeman takes control of this race. And Denny Ham is P3. Or P4, sorry. Look at this. 84 car. Coming through the field. Soto didn't have the best
68 and
stop.
84 pit crew seem to be on fire because that last stop again, Ham, of course, had that crazy stop that put him in almost P10.
Now this one, I don't know how much of a pit stop thing it was. I mean, he stayed about in and around that 4-second range of the race leader. I think this might have just been the pit strategy. Ooh, the 87 started to cut down that turn and almost just hooked the 84. He would have kept coming down.
Damn, Wise all the way back to P9.
Yeah, it just really fell off after losing the lead. Fields stuck here on the bottom.
Fryer
Freeman
to
driving away.
P12.
That's rough. Long back up
Luck went
inside
down
the
to
top 10.
27.
Yeah, he's a lap down now. I mean, his race has gone mostly sour at this point. But at least his teammate
His teammate, yeah, he's
carrying
gone.
the flame. Sorry. Not gonna say that. Not quite working on the 4 right in front of the 28. So this is 3 different laps of cars. Going potentially 3 wide. Fields thinks slightly better of it. As would I. Maybe Freeman not doing the best on his lap traffic. Starting to get into kind of these quicker cars. McKinney going to be a struggle to pass. I think Coop's going to be a pain to pass. 23 as well. Lots of guys that I think have pretty good cars. I mean, those back 10 are usually not too bad to deal with. And look at this. Ham to the podium. He has raced his way to the 3rd position as a send coming from the 8 didn't quite work out. Conway starting to get past. Niang trying to clear Conway, but Hunter Kong in the way. Liang does get to the outside, maybe. Kong shuts the door. Oh god. Racing so hard here. Liang gets that spot, and will he get to the outside? He does. So he secures 5th for now. I mean, 1 lap car between the leaders. I think the big thing is that 2 seconds right now. I mean, the lap car going to matter a lot. I mean, that's not good. I think he's quicker than where he's currently running. I don't think he's in the business for letting people go by. Maybe his teammate. He could be helping out his teammate by blocking the 28 right now. 84 to the bottom. Pulls it really nice. Looks like a car to pit road, maybe? Yeah, that's the 7. Whoever had that tire issue had to have an unscheduled stop, so makes sense to me. And he's going to be shy of the end of the race as the 8 goes by for 3rd again. 84 unable to hold his position. 3 wide here. 2 car going to sail in there, if I had to guess. Wise got around Soto. Oh. Big gains there as the 8 car drives through to second. 8 car moving. Up to second. Big move coming from Ham. Wants third back. I mean, the 68 just unable to make that pass. The 17. I mean, this gap not going to get much closer with them just continuously fighting here. Nuckwit doing a good job at just staying calm, holding off the leaders. Not an easy thing to do. To hold off cars so much quicker than you. Oh, Hamlin was into the back of Fields. In the center of the turn, that would have been bad time to hit him.
I'm trying to get into P2.
He had it for a very short period of time. And these two battling in front, they're actually allowing the 59 to catch, which is in turn allowing these leaders to catch. So they've closed in about a half a second on the race leader. And remember, still another pit stop left in this race. McKinney doing a really good job at holding up the leader as well. Look at this. Ham finally back up to second. Now, does Nuckwit kind of let him by? Does he give him a little bit of a courtesy move over? I mean, they are teammates, but we'll see how nice he wants to be. Especially knowing that here comes the 8. Gonna sail it off in there. 84 with a good run. Gonna take it to the bumper. Take it to the inside. 84 is there. And look at this. 68 and a huge bit of lap traffic here. And look at this. Everyone going to get involved in this lap traffic right here. 59 to the bumper. I think the 84 should just follow the 59 through this.
Yeah. Just follow your teammate.
Let him do the dirty work of finding the holes. Just follow him through.
Because if you can get through all this lap traffic and drivers like the 8 and 28 can't, you have a really good shot.
And look at this, his other teammate throwing a block on the leader. Goodness, that's a line of Locust cars on the outside. Nuckwit works to the outside of Freeman, and this is big. 84 just gonna follow. Gonna go 3 wide here, actually. Try to pin the 68 all the way to the bottom. And look at that. 37 made a The 37 made a beautiful move there. Defensive move by pushing the one to the bottom lane in front of the 68. This is massive right here. Denny Ham to the race lead by half a car length through all this lap traffic, and here comes the 8. LCJ could steal it.
On the high side.
Ham going for 3. Look at Cooper Jr. going for 4. 4 wide for the race lead. With Lucas and Valvoline going at it. And look at this, 3 wide. The car squeezes through. What a move. Larry Cooper Jr. to the race lead in Nashville. Unbelievable. He just weaseled his way through. Got all the way to the lead. And now there's 4 lapped cars between him and second. Unbelievable. From LCJ right there.
Liang got into 3rd after all of that.
We'll see how long he can keep that if he can. Look at Christopher Conaway rolling the high side. He's got a ton of pace right now. Fields went from 1st. Oh, sorry, like 2nd. All the way back. 4 wide maybe again. Freeman almost forced the issue. Conaway gets through to 3rd.
Ham decides to stay high, trying to get through the lap traffic. He needs to go. Knows he needs to go now.
I mean, he has to get through this as quick as he can. He might go for the 3 wide move in the middle. I like that move. I think it's super aggressive. It's high risk, high reward, but this could put him in a position where he's the chase car to LCJ. Yep, there you go. Perfect move. 84 gets through. There's one lap car between them, and the big problem's that 2 seconds. I mean, Cooper Jr. is so quick right now. What happened to him? Really slow. Had a really bad 1 and 2. Oh, but a bad exit for the 84. Oh, and problems! Right in front of the field!
Oh,
Big wreck! And the caution comes out!
LCJ involved, caution!
No, that's Harms. It's not LCJ. That's behind most of the leaders.
Liang, Hampton in it.
Hampton looks like he
Ford catastrophe.
lost a tire or something. Something happened to the one down the back straightaway. Got in the way of Daniels. Daniels slowing down. 37 dives to the bottom, and the 19 doesn't know what's happening, and the 2 car just plows in. And our
wait,
first
why did I say
caution-
LCJ? He was in the lead. I'm dumb.
Yeah. That's all fine. Pit stops incoming.
Here we go. Pit
Money-
stops incoming.
And it's money stop time. I mean, this is it.
Yeah, you can
Everything's
make it
on the
after
field.
this.
But remember, outside lane, whoever restarts
Yeah,
on that
honestly, I
outside
wouldn't
lane.
mind starting on the outside lane.
We saw
But
in the
then again,
initial
on the
start-
initial start,
Yeah.
we did see Wise clear out, so it's about 50-50, I would say.
Take a look at Cooper Jr. And we'll see how the traffic is for Cooper Jr. We know the 84 likely going to exit or enter into a little bit of traffic all the way back there. Is it 2? Nope, going for 4. I don't know what you DM'd me. If it has anything to do with peak, I 100% agree. And look at that! A bad
Fields
stop!
gets out first, Conaway second.
Look at this! And not a good exit for Ham. Oh my goodness! Clyde Wheeler Jr. out of the race. Don't actually know what he had to do with this. We're going to wave a couple of cars around.
Liang's out.
No surprise on that one. So Fields out first.
So all of a sudden, Conaway with the shot to come back to victory lane.
But watch out for third. Take a look at this. Denny Ham going to be sitting there in the 3rd position. Which is... The ticker does slow things during cautions. But this is about to get insane.
Say this every week, feels like at this point, because it seems like he's always in contention at the end of every week. But
Harms also out. That's your points leader. So back-to-back points leader DNFs, by the way.
Conaway has not been in victory lane in 92 races. Wallace Fields looking for his 3rd win of the season. Denny Ham looking for his first ever win in the Menards Cup Series.
Take a look at 4th.
Oh my god.
And look at who's restarting. 2nd row outside, which could be that catbird seat. Could put him, or sorry, her in 2nd place, depending. I mean, depending on how this restart goes, we could see Ham in the lead. We could see Pryor in the lead. I think anyone in this top 4 realistically has a shot at it. No pit stops to bail people out. No pit stops to screw people up.
And you got to think after Chicagoland, of course. We thought that everyone could, not everyone, we thought most of the drivers could make it because we didn't know their fuel strategies, their fuel runs. But we learned at the end that not everyone could make it, and I don't know if that'll have a factor in this. We don't know what type of fuel the drivers took.
And one more thing to
But
note.
we'll see.
Another car on a big strategy move. 99. Remember what happened last time? Same with the 9. Energy cars. Wolf actually has picked up a ton. Collins doing well. All of them inside the top 15. Can't remember the last time that happened. A little bit of doubling up problems back there, but
Here we go.
Fields.
Money restart here. Conaway looking to return to victory lane for the first time since season 5.
What a turnaround
Fields
it would be
looking
for
for his
Fields.
third here.
It would be a big turnaround for Fields, though. Last week he had
Yeah.
some problems. Wasn't very quick, then got wrecked. Well, by 2 of his teammates. And now he leads us back to green. Coming to the green.
Who's going to get the jump?
Green flag up to the gears they go. Big jump.
Conaway!
99. Conaway through to the race lead.
Pryor follows. Can she get to the outside of the 28?
Could put herself in a big spot. Don't know if it'll be winning pace, but could be. Here's a big move. LCJ 3 wide again.
Slow, decides better of it.
Look at this.
LCJ and Ham.
Look at this. 4 wide. Back here, different paces. Oh, some cars
cars
coming to pit
pitting.
road.
Uh-oh.
None of the leaders. Mostly lap traffic. Back to live scoring. 3 wide. Kim twitched hard. Almost got into the door of her teammate. Got way out of the gas.
Christopher Conaway feeling probably lots of deja vu right now from 2 weeks ago at Chicagoland.
I mean, we are getting peak after peak after peak in this series. This has been a ridiculous stretch of races. Dare I say the best stretch of races in MCS history. But look at the 28, not done yet. Rolling in, he's clearly the quicker car. No surprise. In my eyes, I think Fields is the best car on the racetrack. Another car coming to pit road. Yep, that was Patricia Reed.
Now
with
that makes
another
me
car.
wonder about everyone now.
Oh, Pryor able to hold off Cooper Jr. Ham, who almost got the lead away. Under attack from Penny Kim. Not going to go very far, I don't think. Ham going to get back to it. Now, where did all those pitters kind of come out? Looks like not in the threat of lap traffic. More than likely. I mean, we're down to 18 lead lap cars.
I'm Conaway. I'm hoping we don't reach lap traffic, but I don't think that's
Too much of a threat. I mean, Cooper Jr. I think is super quick right now. Just can't get into the track position he needs. Works on Pryor for a podium. Pryor out of nowhere has turned on the Jets this season. Came out of nowhere in that surprising win at Chicagoland. Looked great last week. Now sitting on the podium currently this week. There's a will, there's a way. All of energy inside the top 11. And they could get their first Ross Newton win since season 5. I think Texas that season. When Christopher Conaway went back-to-back and hasn't won since. Energy hasn't won since outside of the domination from Ross Newton over the past 2 years. Conaway's been close several times. He's had chances to win. He's had chances to put it away. I remember in Season 6 when we all thought he was going to win Darlington. Couldn't pull that off. Ham looking for 4th. Back here. Having, I would argue, a career day. Regardless of if he finishes the best. He's looked very quick. Dove to the bottom. And that's the aggression that's got him into this position. Bush has came out of nowhere. Chris Wolf has came out of nowhere. They are up front now. Bush to the outside. Side by side for Toyotas here. 0.15 got down to 1.14 for a little bit.
Yeah, Wallsfield stayed about 0.1 back this entire run. Just can't seem to get close enough to him to make a move.
And there, he just didn't have a good exit. I don't know if you saw that. It was in the center of the turn. He
Yeah.
twitched just a little bit. Gave up about a tenth just from that little twitch.
Now, what is the lapped car situation looking like? Anyone?
Nope. Looks like
Close
just
by.
Martinez, but it's not going to make an effect, I don't think.
8 laps to go. Can Conway hold on for 8 more laps here at Nashville Super Speedway? Over the defending winner at this track.
And of course, the 1 week you don't pick him, he has a chance to steal one. I mean, look at this top 5. I'll even talk
Could you show me this top 5 a year ago? Without, like, showing me the numbers?
Yeah,
Well,
I know.
that'd be different tools, but...
One for the distance. Keeps getting just within that reach of being able to make a move. 0.12, this is the closest he's been in a while. 0.11, 0.10. Actually has a slightly wider center. Oh, he twitched again! In the dirty air of the
Seems like that
99.
dirty air, yeah.
Keeps just barely twitching. Back to 2/10 back. Just trying to get there. You can see Ham continues to send it on Pryor. Knows he's quick. What could have been for Denny Ham. Just fighting for a podium at this point. He's so fast. Just can't hold on. Under the 2/10 mark again. I mean, does Field send it? There you go. He ran a slightly wider line again, and he just messed up the exit in the dirty air. He just gets right to the bumper, and whenever the 99 slides up in front of him, takes all the air off, slips him up.
This is the closest Conway has been in a long time, it seems.
4 to go. Time ticking for the 99.
Can't make any mistakes, because if you do, that 28 will capitalize.
And I think if the 28 gets the lead without another caution, race is over, I'd say. I mean, this 28, I would argue, one of the best cars. I think the 84 might actually be the best at the moment. But he's too far back to have any say on it. 2/10 gap. Conway had a slightly better 1 and 2 there. Pulled it down the back straight away. Fields using up all that he has to get there.
Laps to go.
For Christopher Conway and Gatorade. They reunite at the beginning of the season as a limited schedule kind of sponsorship. And they may have come to Music City to play.
The sponsor that got him his first ever winner, but he got his first ever win in. Here we go.
White flag. 1 lap to go. 1.8 the distance. Or sorry, 0.18 the distance. Gets it up to a 2/10 gap. Sails it off. Had a really good 1 and 2 there. Fields kind of out of the sending range. Had a bad 1 and 2.
That might be it.
Conway comes to Music City. Christopher Conway steals one in Nashville. First win of the X-Gen era for Christopher Conway in the 99. And a huge win for that team. And big storylines all over. Pryor, another big win in her books, I'd say. I mean, a podium. Another podium. And I would say this is another big win for Locust, seeing Denny Ham do this good. Bush. Top 5, finally in his actual rookie season, showing his speed. And look at this for energy. 1, 6, 10, 11. Worst finisher, 11th. 4 cars fielded. Balderas had a huge comeback to the 20th position for Jamal Balderas after running outside the top 30 for basically the entire race.
What a race.
I mean, that's
You
unbelievable.
told me at the beginning of that race someone not named Wallace Fields, Byron Weiser, or LCJ was going to win. I would have thought you were lying.
Unbelievable.
8, I think, yeah.
And we will see you next week for Kansas, and then a week after that's Talladega. So chaos is inbound. 2 big hit racetracks. We'll see you next week at Kansas for the top 3 series.